Hey, you guys.
Look over here.
Hi. Hello, and welcome to the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and we can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to
Look over here.
the companion episode to our recaps, and in this case, our 3-show premiere that we've had to do for this amazing premiere of España Drag Race. Episode 1, where we had not only entrance looks that were amazing, but we also had a ball. And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the ball today. I am Lana, your resident evil diva. I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Her. And I am just drinking still on some water because hydration is important. And yeah. And I also have my handy dandy, beautiful cup mug. And you can get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com as well as all of our other beautiful merch. You should check out that shop. And we do ship internationally and domestically. So there are no excuses. Unless your country is on fire, then there are some excuses. But after everything is good and everybody's happy and safe, get your cup merch. Period. Celebrate with a cup merch. How about that work?
For all the water we're gonna have to drink.
Period.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I still have a cute shirt. I am still wearing my Clover Bees shirt. And I'm still just drinking away on this water. It sure has gone down a lot in the 3 podcasts so far.
Hi, I am River, your Brazilian correspondent here on the cup, currently on fire, but barely alive, but still breathing. And I still have some grape juice because I forgot to time my meals correctly for the day. So I'm drinking grape juice to try and replace that in my Madrid cup.
Love it.
And I also have some water to go with it because hydration is not an option right now.
Oh, word.
Damn. Yeah. And hola, I am Eduardo, the Mexican representative of this podcast. I'm here to talk shit and get ahead. I've finished my coffee. I finished my water. I don't have a drink anymore. I am thirsty, if you will. But yeah, I'm excited. Let's talk about this ball. We have a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk about, and we're going to get it done. Before we jump into anything, I will say subscribe to this channel. We appreciate you if you will hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything of any video that we drop, because we are dropping a lot of videos here on this channel. The drag is happening. We are talking about it. So you might want to stick around. We got a lot coming out your way, as well as if you look in the description, you can find all of our other YouTube channel links. Click all those links, follow those links. We would appreciate you. We need the follows, we need the shares, we need all of that stuff. So do that. Our audio podcast links are down there as well. Check us out on the go. And if you want to get early access to the Look Over Here's, which all of those are early access, and any of the other things that we have, exclusive content that we have coming out on this podcast, you need to join our Patreon. That link also is in the description below. Now, we're going to get right into it because we got a lot of looks and not a lot of time. So,
do you want me to explain the format for the viewers, since we're doing things a little differently?
Okay. Yes, we are.
Yeah, so we're doing things differently because we have so many looks to get through. So what we did as a group, each of us ranked all 12 queens based on how much we liked them in this ball. And then I took those lists, and we have assigned 2 people to discuss each queen's package. And I tried to make it a little bit so we had somebody that was on the higher end for that queen with their ranking, and somebody who might have been on the lower end with that queen's rankings. So it doesn't work out perfectly. It's the highest and the lowest talking about it, but we tried. But we do have a special twist in honor of the twist that we get this season, where somebody can randomly switch out of a lip sync. We have a different twist where we'll have each queen's package. The 2 people assigned will discuss all 3 looks for those queens, But before we give scores, as soon as Lana says scores, we each have one opportunity for a queen that we are not assigned to discuss. One opportunity to be like, hold up, wait, I want to discuss this queen's one look. So we can talk about one look, not all three, just one look, but we will have that lifeline. If there's something that we just can't resist, we have to talk about it. So I think it could be pretty fun. Pretty fun.
I agree. I think it's gonna be fun, and we're going to talk about it all.
Before we start, can I just say something because I was not here for the recap? I just wanted to say, because usually we don't have the best ball themes. I just wanted to say that this ball theme was really good, especially for it being a first episode ball. I think it was a perfect theme and categories for us to be able to get to know the queens the best. I think the best that we can, or the most that we can.
Agreed.
So shout out to production, which I don't do all the time.
Take it while you can, production, because it's not going to happen often.
Yeah, Lord knows we always critique production quite a bit in the podcast.
I'm going to get that hideous look off my screen. I can't. I didn't like it. Sorry, Supreme. That was not good. So let's get into it. The past, the future, and the first time for the second time, second for the first time. I don't know how they said it.
My second first time.
My second first time. There it is. There you go. So we'll start with our past, the future, and then our second first time. We have the order. We know where we're going to go. People just go start talking, and y'all just start listening. So up first is Miss Mariana Stars.
Mariana Stars. And
I'm thinking about Marina Summers. Mariana Stars.
Mariana Stars. And I have the privilege to be talking about Mariana this time. I really, really like this look. This look is really good. I think this might have been my favorite out of her whole package. It's so good. It's a lot, but it works really well. She just looks rich. She looks fantastic. Everything just goes so well. The amount of fabric, the amount of feathers, everything is like, there's a lot of it and everything falls perfectly. She pulled it off. I don't know how she did it. I don't know how she managed to get all of the flowers, all of the scrunches, all of the glitter, how she managed to fit all of it into this beautiful look, but she somehow managed to do it and she looks great.
Yeah, this was an amazing way to kick off this ball. I was like, wow. I cannot say enough about this look because, this was probably my second favorite look of the whole night. I thought just the actual fabric, like the textures to it, it felt like something I've never really seen before. Like I can't really relate another look to the material here. Like it was just mesmerizing and it just felt opulent. Her delivery was so good. When she just burst open that umbrella, like suddenly I was just captivated. And then she flung the glitter everywhere. Man, I was eating this up. This is one of my favorite looks of the year.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, up next is her future.
Okay, so this is the reason why I am the person talking about Mariana, because I am not a huge fan of this look. This look just doesn't really do it for me. I feel like I see where she's going with it, and I still like it. Don't get me wrong. But it just doesn't... There's something about it that just doesn't hit there for me. Like the hair is a little bit too messy for me. Like I don't like that the way that this kind of coat that she has on really fits on her. There's just some little issues here and there that just really bring it down for me. And so this is the reason why I'm talking about her. I'm quote unquote the person that's slowest on Mariana, because this is just this. It's not my favorite look. Absolutely.
That's fair, but I still really like it. I think what I like about it is that she subverted my expectations. When she came out, I was like, wait, that's Mariana, but she had the mask on. I was like, I've never in a million years would have, like, this probably would have been one of the last people I thought it was her when she had the mask on. And then she took it off and she had this golden girl type wig on. I was living for it. I thought it was so camp, so cute, hilarious.
Bland.
Girls.
Yes. I loved it. I thought it was really fun.
Yeah.
I did not expect you to say Golden Girls. I don't know why that just
Yeah,
shocked
that's
me.
wild to me.
Oh, okay. Up next is our first time.
I mean, she just did such a good job with this. She did a really good job with this. It's just it's really well done. You can tell that she just knows what looks good on her. This looks great. I love the reference like to Miss Venezuela. I think that's really good, really smart. I think she looks beautiful. She looks real. She looks expensive. This is a very clean look. I think this is good. It's really cute. I like it. I like this look.
Yeah, I like it too. I think the material she's working with, it just really pops. It looks so good on her. The only thing that I had, like when she first came out and I just saw like just a skirt that was straight fabric, I was like, I don't like that bottom part that much, but she took it off pretty quickly. And I liked it so much better once that was off. But yeah, cute, poppy. It's her. It worked.
Yeah.
All right. Well, scores.
Overall or
For each look. Should we go
Okay.
back to the first look?
Yeah. Look number 1, I gave her a 95.
River?
It's full for me.
Mm-hmm. This was a 99 for me.
Wow.
Wow, I'm the worst one. I gave her an 87. I liked it. I really did, but I gave her an 87. All right, second look.
I gave this one an 80.
See, I gave it an 89. I like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gave it an 86.
And I gave it an 85.
There you go.
And look number 3.
It's an 88.
85.
84.
86.
Shockingly, I'm the highest one in this one. Yeah, and I'm the lowest one on Mariana. She was my 4th.
Wow.
She's my number 1.
Porca Theclubkid. Eduardo, you got this.
Yeah, I get to go again. And I don't know about this. I don't know. It's just I see where she's going with it, and I kind of like I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I kind of see it. It just doesn't hit the nail on the head for me. It's just sometimes it just looks a little bit too messy for me. I wish like the pant or the skirt. I don't remember if it was a pant or a skirt. I just wish it was longer. I really like the headscarf that she has on, but it's just like a lot for me, and it doesn't fall perfectly for me.
See, I really like this kind of drag a lot. It speaks to me. I see it. I get it. Well, not all the time, but even when I don't get it, mostly I like it still.
Yeah.
And this is something that I don't really get, but I still like. Maybe it's because I didn't think, and I didn't make this connection when I was watching the episode, but I just made it now. There's a Brazilian singer that does this similar kind of makeup for when he's like in concerts and stuff like that, and it's a singer that like my family really enjoyed, and I grew up kind of like watching that. So maybe that's why it spoke to me so much, and I just, like I said, I didn't fully get it, but I still was able to fully enjoy it. Especially this cape, like asymmetrical cape kind of.
Yeah, this cape is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the one thing though, the shoes.
Yeah.
I can't. But everything
That's
else.
why I want it to be longer, so I don't have to look at the shoe. Anyways.
I like the length of the paint, but the shoes, I can't. Anyway.
Yet again, with this one, I see where she's going with it, but I just don't really like the execution of it. I think this is my favorite look of Porca's ball look overall. I think this is a good look. I like where she's going with it. I like the really exaggerated silhouette of the hips and the shoulders. I like the silver. I'm not a huge fan of the makeup and the wig and the helmet. I think neck up, I'm just not a huge fan of it. But from the neck down, it's pretty good. I like it. There's just a few little details that just don't really hit it there for me. And it's almost there. It's almost there for it to be like really good. But I think this is still good. I still like it. This is my favorite one of Porca's.
Yeah, this is also my my favorite look from her package. The silhouette is it's really good. I honestly, I really enjoyed this idea and this look. It was giving me a little bit, maybe it's because, I don't know, it's the reference that I have, but it gave me a little bit of Rosie from the Jetsons. With the whole like futuristic and robot, and maybe like, I think it was the headpiece that kind of gave me that. But I do like the execution. I do think it could have been executed a little bit better and more elevated, yes. But I still enjoyed it the way it is. The makeup I really love. The one thing though about the makeup is the back of the neck was not painted. And that really took me out of the fantasy and of the whole look.
Yeah.
I know it's like, it's a ball, they have limited time to change looks, like I get it, but still, you know, it was very noticeable. And again, the shoes. I can't.
Yeah, I was gonna mention
shoes.
that.
I'm a shoe girl. I'm always gonna say it. I
was also gonna mention that. And also the makeup looks uncomfortable to wear. And I don't like that. Anyways.
Oh, for sure. Glitter on the face.
Gives me the
No.
heebies. Anyways.
Oh no.
Oh. And look number 3.
You see, I think Porca did the best with what she had. This is not really elevated for me at all. It's just not really there for me. I wish she also painted her neck white. I understand why she made the choices that she did. I still am not a huge fan of it. I don't like this wig. This makeup is a little wild for me, and I understand why this choice was made. Not for me personally. I don't like this fabric for either the top or the bottom. It's just not for me. Like, this look just missed the mark for me. And it's so unfortunate because I really like Porca. And I guess Porca's drag is just very hit or miss for me now. Because most of the time I really like it. But just what she's brought so far hasn't been as polished as I wanted it to be. Which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, this was my least favorite of her package, but I still like it. I don't think it's great by any means, but it's still good for me. It's good to keep in mind that like the third looks, they had a choice to a certain degree of like what they were going to present. So based on what she had to work with, that's what I'm judging it on, right? Because it would be unfair not to. But this kind of reminds me of and if you've been on the internet long enough, Kelly, the singer from oh my god, Shoes. The wig is very that to me. And for some reason, just the face gave me that. But things that I do love. I love the fabric for the shirt. I do love stuff like that. It's very much my style. I have shirts very similar to that in my closet. Yeah. I dress at the same time like a girl from the 70s and a grandpa from today. So that's kind of where I land. But I do like the pants, and it is very hard to make pants out of that material specifically. Like, I just want to commend her for making that. But I think the belt in the middle could be a little bit less wide. Is there a word for it? Like
smaller?
Shorter, smaller, yeah. Less thick. And I think it would have made it a little bit better proportion-wise, because she kind of does look a little short, like shrink down.
Yeah, right.
But the purse with the same, like with the doll, with the same look is so camp. I love it. But again, the shoes.
Yeah.
The black shoes with the white, like, I don't know if it's white socks, but in this picture it looks like white socks.
Not white socks.
Look,
I can't. But
Not the socks.
you know what she looks like? She looks like that robot that thinks, what was it? Like, I feel so beautiful or something like that. If you know what I'm talking about, the one with the black turtleneck and the white face and the blonde bob. If you know, you know. I forgot what her name is. But it's like this creepy ass video of this robot with a white face and this blonde bob. And she's singing, and it's so weird, and so it kind of gives me that from the chin up. Anyways,
okay,
we can continue.
That's frightening.
Yeah, it is.
Scores.
I feel so mean. 68.
Ooh.
See, I got the opposite, 86.
I went with an 80.
That is exactly what I went. I liked it.
It's the reference, y'all, the nostalgia.
I guess I missed it. I'm younger than all of y'all, so I guess
I don't know the reference.
None of you know, so it's fine.
I don't know. Whatever. For this one, I gave it an 80. I like it a bit more.
88.
89.
David, I gave it an 89.
I saw. We matched. We didn't match on the third one.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna be the highest on this one.
Yeah. With what she had, it's a 73.
Okay, not as bad as I thought. I gave it an 82.
Yeah, you're not the highest. I gave it a 76 though.
Because I like this look, and I gave it an 89. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I didn't even think. I didn't look at the neck, and I don't really care. But
I think that's intentional, but
right, maybe we have Chloe and David. Would you like to start us off with this?
Yes.
one?
So I am the designated negative person on Chloe. But yeah, I thought this was a cute look. It just felt for me a little unoriginal compared to a lot of the looks we were getting. And I really didn't like the color of the tights underneath. Like you could see them shining through. It almost looked green, and it was kind of taking me out of it. But overall, she still looks pretty good. So I don't hate it. Honestly, I didn't hate hardly any looks this episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, this wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, and I get to keep talking for some reason. It's wild to me that I am the one that's supposed to be the highest one on Chloe, because I liked her looks, but I was not particularly high on her looks. So it's wild for me to be in this situation. I like this look. I think it's pretty. I think it's nice. We've seen it before. It's not anything original, but she looks pretty. She looks beautiful. I like what she has. I actually kind of like the fact that like she's bringing some green into it. I would have never expected that. I think she looks cute in it. I think green looks great on her. I think it was a choice that was made. I don't think this was an accident. And if it was, oops. Anyways, I think she looks cute. I think this is nice. It's not my favorite look or whatsoever, but it's nice.
Yeah, let's talk about this look with the
I can't see
anything with.
You can barely see
we're
anything.
trying not to get demonetized. Thank you, Chloe. We appreciate
Thank you, Chloe. Love you, Chloe.
Love you.
Yeah. So I actually don't mind the concept for this with all the boobs everywhere. It kind of gives me what's that Arnold Schwarzenegger
Total Recall.
Total Recall. It kind of gives me that, except it's just 3 boobs. She took it
one.
to the most extreme, which was cool. I just felt like the look itself was a little bit of an afterthought. It's just kind of a simple but nice black dress with some cutouts. And I don't know. I just wanted, if you're going to go all out with the many boobs as a concept, I just wish the look itself also kind of matched that level. And I don't really think it did. And plus this wig, really, I just really did not enjoy this wig. It was not giving me anything that I wanted, but I did like this slightly more than her first look.
Yeah, I like this quite a bit more than I liked her first one. I really like the silhouette that she brought, and the fact that like the breast added to it, like helped it for me. I think it was a really interesting concept for me. Is it the most like creative and original thing? Maybe not. It is a simple black dress, but for me, it is simple but effective. I do agree with you. I'm not a huge fan of this hair. I don't understand why we chose to do this bright yellow, but and other than that, I think it's nice. It's not disgusting. I don't hate it. I think this might be my favorite one that Chloe brought. I think mostly the silhouette and just it's simple and effective and it works for me.
Yeah, so we have this look she made. Um, I will say I think she went the furthest from the original out of any of the queens. And I'm not mad about that. I actually surprisingly this doesn't happen too often, but her design look was my favorite of her package. I felt like it was creative. It had a point of view to it, so I appreciated that. I like the wig. The wig gave like almost like a fabric vibe to it. I do wish it had a little more volume to it, but other than that, I thought it was pretty cool. Like this feels fresh, this feels modern. So I'm not gonna just completely dog her out. I think she was successful when it came to the design part.
Yeah, I for me this was successful. I think we've seen looks like this before, similar, or at least I've just seen them somewhere. Like I've seen something similar to this done before, and this is no fault to Chloe. This is still interesting, and this is still like a nice look. I really like the hair. I like this idea. She looks like this looks like something that I would see people like a girl at the like Niña Delantro, a girl at the club wear. Like this just feels like cool and fun and interesting. Uh, it's not the most creative thing yet again, but I like it still. I think overall, what I would say about Chloe is not the most creative, but it was successful for me. It was completely successful for me overall.
Okay. Scores.
I gave this one 75.
I don't know why I like this look so much, but I give it an 89.
Fair.
I like
gave it,
concept.
yeah, I gave it a 72.
I'm with you, River. I gave it an 82. I liked it.
Period.
Okay.
The Narnia thing and about like coming out of the closet, all that like anyway,
Okay.
Yeah.
it's cool.
I'm definitely going to be the highest on this one, I think. It's an 88.
76.
I also gave it a 76.
And I gave it a 78.
Fair. I gave this one an 80. It's cute. I like it.
Same 80.
Same 80.
I guess I liked it a little bit more than you guys, but you know I love a good jean look. Y'all know I love a good jean look. 85. And we will move on to Shani. And oh, look, River. You gonna start us off. I'm still not talking. Yeah.
What?
Finally, I
Who's
get to
trying
stop
to
talking.
silence Lana? Who's interested in silencing Lana?
I have
That's
been
really-
silenced, but it's okay.
Okay, so my girl that I picked for my draft, such a beautiful girl. And honestly, I like this. But I think the whole thing with Shani is just something is missing. There's always something that could be elevated or something that like a little a little twist or tweak here and there for all of her looks, I think. I really like this dress. I think it's beautiful, especially the bottom part, that like tiered tulle bottom part of the skirt. That's beautiful. And also like forgot the name for this decolletage she has, like it's kind of like draped, but that's not the name, but you know what I mean, like the fabric over the boobage and over the shoulders in this part. The thing is, for example, the hair could be bigger, or maybe just different, or just like an updo instead of this big bun on the side. The headpiece I like, but again, the headpiece should be bigger. And then the fan was great for the presentation, but it's just a black fan. So like imagine if it was a pink lace fan, the same shade of pink as the dress. Like that would have elevated it so much from like it would have changed it completely. But anyways, yeah. It's good, but there's just a lot of things that could be elevated for me. But she looks beautiful. And I love the whole story behind it.
Yeah, I'm the positive perspective on Shani. I actually really think this looks nice. I think it's pretty straightforward for flamenco, but I absolutely got the reference right away. She didn't do anything super outside of the box, but what she did do, I thought was very polished, very pretty, very precise, and she had a great delivery on the runway. Really, there wasn't much that I was looking at that I would change. The only thing that I did notice that I might change was, I think from afar, her makeup tends to look smudgy in areas, like especially on her cheek and on her nose. So I want her to watch the show and get the perspective of how she looks far away and figure out a way to balance like close-up makeup versus far away makeup. But other than that, I thought she was very pretty here.
Yeah, because up close she looks so so beautiful. Not that she doesn't, but like far away, but it's just is different. I see exactly what you mean. Okay. See, I kind of understood why she did this for this category, but it didn't. I don't know. Maybe I didn't enjoy the choice of concept for this theme, but it does fit. It does make sense. It's not off theme, but I think this is good. But here the color doesn't look that off. But like when I was watching it, the color just seemed so off to me. Because like if you're doing an angel, you would, in my head, you would either do it all white or like a color or like a mix of colors or something. But she did like an off-white. Like it wasn't white. It was like an off-white beigey kind of color. And that was just a weird choice for me because I actually really like this look. The wings are very well made and she looks beautiful. But and also like the hair, I love the hair itself, but the hair didn't make sense to me with this outfit. Like I like the outfit and the hair separately, not together. But I did still enjoy it. There are many things that I would change about this.
Yeah, I like it overall. I think she took a little bit to reveal the actual look. But I like it when we see so many like mechanical wings where people like pull a string and they come out. I actually kind of prefer it when they have their arms in there and they have more mobility with their wings. So I thought that was a really good angle to go with this. The wings are the focal point for me. I really think that those are well done. The outfit itself, it's a little simple, maybe could use a steam, but I'm not mad at it. The only thing that I'm a little mad at is the wig. I agree with that. It just feels a little cheap compared to what a lot of the other queens are wearing. But other than that, I thought this was a pretty good look.
It's like the outfit looks expensive, but the wig looks cheap.
Yeah.
So it doesn't go. Yeah. See, I think when I was watching the judges going hard on this look, I was like, I don't see what you guys are seeing. Like, is this the best? Like, is this like a wonderfully made dress, like a professionally made? Like, no. Is this couture? No. But it's a fine dress. Like, it looks good. It fits. She did a bell sleeve with lace. Like, hello. As someone that is currently in sewing classes, like, sewing lace is not, I haven't even gone close to that because I know how hard it is. And it's like, in mixing sewing lace with latex, like, it's just, look, not too much on my girl. Not too much on my girl. This is good. Not amazing by any means, but this is good. And she looks great. I especially love the sleeves. And I like the idea of having, like, incorporating what in the reference picture was seen as a mistake and then making it an intentional choice for this. I loved that idea. I think it could have been maybe a little bit better executed, but I still liked the final result. And the styling as well, like the shoe that she chose. I don't usually like strappy shoes, but with this, it makes sense. But anyways, I needed to make it a positive one because I didn't understand why the judges hated it so much.
Yeah, I'm with you here, especially knowing that Supreme made a point to say we're going to especially count the third look because there were definitely worse made looks than this. I thought this was perfectly
Mhm.
fine for the category, and there's a lot of really cool ideas here. Like I really like the asymmetry on the bottom. Like you said, the sleeves are so cool, and yeah, just embracing that mistake of the bra, and I thought she pulled it off really well. Like there's really not much to like my notes I wrote down. I didn't write down a single negative thing about this look. So I don't know that she should have been in the bottom two personally, but yeah, I thought she did well.
It could have been a little bit better, better, but better made. But with the time that they had, like, come on now.
Yeah.
So scores.
The presentation of this was not for me. It's a 72.
An 80 for me.
So 81 for me.
And it's an 83 for me.
Period.
I actually like this one quite a bit. It's a 90.
79.
I also gave it a 79.
And I gave it an 85.
And this one, I'm middle of the road, about 83.
Also a 79.
I gave this a 78.
I gave it an 80. Trying to get my phone that I dropped. Okay. As I dropped.
And don't forget, we can still jump in if we want to talk about any specific
I'm
looks.
waiting for my time. Don't worry.
Okay, nobody's used them. We're all holding on.
Oh,
I'm waiting for my time. I know which look I'm talking about. Don't worry.
my headphones came out.
Okay, so I am the quote-unquote negative person on Miss Khristo, but I still really like everything she had to bring. For this ballet look, I like that she took it to the extreme. The headpiece, I was so into everything. It was like almost a headpiece and a wig, like morphing into each other. So I thought that was really cool. The makeup minimal, but it still worked for me. Like I didn't have anything negative to say about this look. So I'm sorry if that's my job. I know, but she's making it too hard. High fashion.
Oh, I get to talk. Yeah. Love that. I love this look. I thought this was beautiful. I love the wig headpiece situation she had going on. I like that she didn't go for wild colors or anything. She just had this simple silver-ish kind of bodies leotard to go with it. I love that it's long sleeves and then this ballet type skirt, but not actually a tutu. It's just I kind of really like this a lot, and I like that she went with the heelless shoe, so it could look like she's on point with the like a ballerina instead of actually wearing point shoes, ballerina pointed shoes. She went with the heelless shoe, so that gives more fashion. And I love that she took this look, made it high fashion. I thought she looked great. I kind of really love this look. So yeah, let's move on. Let's look number 2.
Yeah, I like this one too. I like this one too. I don't know. She's making it hard for me to be negative. I thought the color on this, like this, like really deep kind of greenish color, like was so pretty. And I just really liked how she presented it. She took her sweet time walking down the runway in this and told every bit of the story that she was going for. So I thought this was another like really successful look. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to think of negative things to say. It will come. It will come. Because I will say her first 2 looks were my favorites. But yeah, this was a success for me too.
Yeah, I really love this one. I like this green. I like that it wasn't just a black suit. I like how she delivered the story in the walker. It's like, yeah, in the future, I'm going to still be fierce and fabulous, even though I might not walk as fast as I used to walk. I might not be able to strut this runway, but I'm still going to walk it and it's going to be cute. And I'm going to have this beautiful gown and this, and even my walker going to be fierce. I love this. I loved how she told the story. I like the neck piece of how it goes right up to her lip. Like she ain't even put it like at the chin. She took it all the way up to the lip. I like this dramatic makeup. I like the wig that she's had on. I just really like this look. I was a fan of this. And her third look.
Yeah. This is another good look. I think she had a good source material to work with, which really helped her in this case. But she just presented it like such a model. Like I said it in the other episode, I really feel like she has one of the most model-esque vibes I've ever seen on the show, and I did not expect that going into this season. My issue, and it's more of a me issue probably. It's a lot of tool. It's a
It's the tool. I
lot
knew
of
it was a
tool wrapped
tool.
around it. Yep. So that just kind of became the focal point for me, and I didn't want it to be. It kind of took me out of it. And for me, I think giving extra weight on the design look, I think just the overwhelming amount of tool in the middle would have been enough for me to not give her the win, especially compared to a couple other really good looks that we're gonna have. But yeah, she's still really good look.
You know what I liked about this? I liked her entire package because it told a story. She gave us the first look as the ballerina, like very fashionista ballerina or whatever. I feel like her second look was her as a dancer. She was a dancer in her younger life, and now she's gotten older. Her body maybe isn't the same, and now she has to walk it, but she still is like, I'm still a fashionista, I'm still a model-esque, I'm still giving you that, even though I've given my all in dance, and I even broke my body down a little bit, but I'm still fierce. And then with this look, she stuck with the ballerina theme, but she gave us the edgy model ballerina a real tutu. I like this. And then when you compare it to the reference look that she had, I was like, that looks like an upgraded version of what she was wearing. So she understood the assignment. She got it. And I appreciate it. I didn't think she was going to be the model of the season, but I think we were wrong about this one. This one might be the model of the season. And I couldn't be happier with this look. And then even the red hair and just it's a messy bun, but it's done so well. I love a good messy bun done well. Like
I just saw messy bun.
Right, you don't say mess. It's a messy bun, but it don't give messy. You know what I mean? And I'm here for it. I love it. I love
I
it.
love this updo mess bun.
Do right up do, but okay. Scores.
I would like to reclaim my time. I would like to
Oh.
use my advantage. I
On
want to
which
talk
look?
about Miss
Rebuttal
Khristo's
of the
second look.
rebuttal of the retardal.
On
I
which
will
look?
take the rebuttal, the
Second look.
rebuttal of the retardal, the second one.
Okay.
The second one. Bitch, this is my favorite look out of all of them. Out
Ooh.
of all of them. I
Love
think
it.
this might be my favorite look, if not my second favorite look, but I get to talk about my other favorite look. I don't get to talk about this one. I love everything about this from head to toe. It's absolute perfection. The color, the shining of it, the way that she presented it. Just, she is an actress, and I love her so much for it. She's just high fashion. She's everything. Like, this is the type of fashion that I wish I could make. Like, I want to like be able to make fashion, and I want to be able to make it look like this. This is what I aspire to create. Like when I'm like as a creative, she is so smart, so intelligent. Everything about this is absolute perfection for me, and it works so well. It's incredible. I love the story. I love everything about this. This is one of my absolute favorite looks ever, and it might be in my top 10 of the year.
Oh.
I love this so much.
Oh,
Yay.
yay! Good for you. First steal and you're only one. Don't do it again. No, I'm just kidding. Scores.
90.
97.
86.
89.
I mean, obviously, it's a full for me. It's a full for me.
93.
85.
87.
95.
94.
82.
88. I think I have been sipping on David's Kool-Aid a little too
Yep.
much when I come to my scoring.
And
Interesting.
guess what? Those were Lana's highest average scores overall
Mm-hmm.
for any.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was very.
See,
I
I
didn't
always
want.
I have like a base of how I score in general, but
Yeah.
it really does fluctuate and it is different like
Yeah, for me
episode
too.
to episode.
I didn't
for
want to
sure.
go right out the gate like giving everybody hundreds
Mm.
and full cups, and I wanted to give them improvements, like
Mhm.
give them more space to improve. But all right, let us
Interesting.
move on to Megui and
Mhm.
River. You will start us off.
Okay, so this kind of goes for the whole package, I guess. And why I had Megui, I guess, lower. For me, not that low though. It would be like low safe, but still. I'm not really into the whole magician thing, aesthetically or conceptually or in any way really. It doesn't appeal to me at all. And so that's like the only reason really that I just didn't enjoy 2/3 of her package, because 2 looks were based on that. I don't know if the second one was as well, but anyways. So yeah, they're like technically good and fine. It doesn't appeal to me. Is the thing.
I see what you're saying. Like this as a look itself, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's well done, it's polished, but it is simple. I think what really worked for me with this was how she presented it. She is a showman. She absolutely delivered it the best way she could. She flung out that wand that came out. I'm like, how did you do that, girl? That was straight up magic. That was witchcraft. And then her with the lifting up the table at the end, I thought that was so cool and campy. She took a fine gown and she made me feel the fantasy of it. So I actually really enjoyed this overall.
And see, and that's why this is why I love doing the podcast, because a lot of the times the reason why someone doesn't enjoy something is exactly the reason why
Mhm.
somebody else likes it.
Exactly.
And this is the case here. Because the presentation really does sell this look, but she's trying to sell me something that I'm never going to buy. So it's not, you know what I mean?
At least it's not McDonald's.
Right.
Oh, don't even, bitch.
My.
Bring that up
Next.
Okay, so this one is my favorite of her package, obviously. I just don't get it. I don't get it for the kid. I don't get it, but I still this is a wow moment on the stage. Even though it's not necessarily my favorite thing or my favorite look of the night, I can still appreciate this for what it is and all of the work that goes into everything that is part of this look, because it's impressive, it's well done. It's very hard for to have a look this large and not lose yourself in the look, and she didn't. She still, like, it was not wearing her, she was wearing it, and she was able to come in this stage and not get lost in the look. So yeah, this was really impressive. It was my favorite moment from Megui in the whole episode for sure. And it made me a little bit more excited to see what she's gonna do next, because it's not something that I would have expected from her in the best way possible. So she proved me wrong a little bit with what I had in mind before. So
yeah, this look is the reason I'm talking about Megui, because I think this is a historic look. I feel like this is a moment I'm never going to forget watching Drag Race, because I've never seen anything quite to this caliber, this size. Like, she looks like she's floating, honestly. And just the way these wings, like I talked about, like having mechanics as wings, but when they work, and it was seamless for this. The fabric is stunning. Like, if you made me like find one flaw, I cannot find a single flaw for this. This is one of the best looks I've ever seen on Drag Race. Incredible.
I'm kind of scared to give my score because it's not bad. It's just, anyways, I have my reasons. Okay, this I don't understand, because okay, she had to work with that look. It was the look that it was like my first time, right? So if she has been doing the magician theme throughout her drag career, it does make sense. It's just unfortunate that we have two looks inspired by with the same theme on the same ball. It's kind of, I don't know. It's unfortunate. And this is not, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's not bad. But I don't like it. I don't like the wig. I don't like it.
I don't think she likes
it. I don't think I like it.
I don't think they like it. Okay.
I don't think it's bad by any means. I think this is another one that really deviated from the original, because the original was like a pageant gown. So she took it to a completely different extreme. I'm okay with that. I think what she did present was interesting. It almost gave me like a doll version of a teacher. Like, it was very stiff, and she presented it well. I think she's always going to know how to sell a look, even if it isn't the most amazing thing. But I do think that she is probably mostly going to have pretty dang amazing runway looks, if the previous look was any indication. But overall, I don't think this is bad. I do think this unfortunately kept her from getting positive critiques, because I honestly wish she had been on that stage to get some positive critiques for that second look.
Okay.
Can I just say one before we go to scores? The one thing about the second look is it is very good, but it if you take away the size, would you think the same thing? Because that's my thing. It is impressive, but do I like it? Other than that, is my thought.
I think I would still give it the score I'm gonna give it. It just wouldn't. Maybe I wouldn't say it's historic, but I still would say. But I mean, I can't take that away because it's there. You know.
Oh, I'm gonna remember it for a long time for sure. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Scores. But before you score, I will be reclaiming my time. And I will be reclaiming my time on this look here. Because this is the look that when it came out almost made me fall out of my chair. I was like, this is stunning. I don't care about mechanics, which they work perfectly. I didn't care about what the reference was. I don't need to know the reference. All I know is when she came out, I was blown away. This is a stunning look. The fabric is amazing. It's so beautiful. It's so stunning. And she has two different types of green on here with the shiny on the sleeve part and the back part, and then this muted gray with this gold. It's so beautiful. And then the headpiece and just the subtlety in the makeup, and then just it's the little things that I love so much. What is this crystal ball, gold disco ball that she holding in the middle? I don't know what it's there for. I don't know why it's there, but baby, I am glad it is there. It is so good. She looks like she is floating on a cloud, like she's wearing stilts. She looks 6 feet tall. Like she looked like she's like a giant. Like I don't know how to explain it. I just know that I loved it. It reminded me of like she is the queen of Emerald City. Like take her to the Wiz, take her to the Wizard of Oz. She is the queen of Emerald City, and it's beautiful. I love this so much. This definitely got my highest score of the whole night. I love this look so much.
Doesn't it feel like La Mas Draga quality?
Yes, absolutely. I can see this look for me. If it was up to me and me alone, this look is making it to the tops of the list of the year because I love this look. Love this look.
The way the first thing I thought was Queen of Emerald City when this came out. The first thing.
Period. That is what I said. I was like, she is the queen of Emerald City, the queen of Mardi Gras. She is the queen of. All right, done. Now scores.
For the first look.
For the first look. Let me go back. Let me go back. I'm
stuck on the second look. 73.
76.
I'm not much higher. 77.
Oh, I was just a 78. Work.
I mean, it's a
I might have to change some things, David. I know what I wrote.
That's cool. I will adjust any
to
scores you want to.
Yeah, I might have to adjust some things. But go ahead, Eduardo.
I already said it. It's a full. It's great.
See, I was gonna give it a 99 because there were looks that I liked more, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give it a full. I changed my mind. It's full.
I don't think I've ever said this, but overflowing.
Oh, mug.
Now this is historical. This is
wild. This is wild.
This is top of the line. I'm not pulling up the banner because I'm on full screen, but mug tippity top of the tips. My mug is under the sea by the Titanic, like it's drowning. So good. And then look, number 3.
60.
Wow.
69.
Nice.
Nice. I'll give it a 79.
And I'm going to give it an 80. I didn't mind it. All right. Let's keep it moving.
I get a break for a while.
Oh, please.
Oh, I don't.
Do you get a break for a while, or do we?
Wow. Wow.
Word.
Straight, y'all. I'm not thinking straight.
I love it though. All right, we are gonna move on. We're gonna keep it moving to La Nina, and it's Nia. Okay, I got the reference of this look. I understood this look. I understood why she did this look, but I didn't like this look. It wasn't my favorite. I mean, I get it. What I don't like, and it's not the outfit because I think the outfit is really cute. I think it's cute. I think it's nice. I didn't like the makeup, what she did with her makeup with this look. I'm not feeling that. I don't like this little short little blue wig like that. I don't. It gives me more cartoonish Oompa Loompa ish than it needs to be, and I'm not a fan of that. But the outfit itself is not bad. It makes sense for what the story was that she was going with, and I get it. I just don't like I think from the neck up, I'm not a fan. From the neck down, sure, it's cool.
It's my time to defend my girl.
Defend this nonsense.
This one hit me hard. This hit so hard, and just La Nina's whole package was a whole experience that made my heart just break and heal itself and just have a full-blown experience. I know what this is kind of like. I didn't go fully through what La Nina went through. I had a super religious family, and once I was getting out of it, it was kind of tough for them to understand why, especially for my mom. And so it was just, I got it, and it just meant a lot for me. And it also hit me a lot because I knew that it meant a lot for a lot of other people. And it just, the look just, it's just really represents everything that La Niña Delantro went through as a child. And I think it just tells the story perfectly. I think the makeup was a choice made so that she looked childlike. I think the hair was a choice to make it look quote unquote boyish. And I think I thought all of the choices made sense. I really understood everything that she was going for. I really appreciated it, and I really enjoyed it, and I really liked it, and it meant a lot.
I want to say that I'm not against her story. I don't want people to think I'm not empathetic to her story, because I know I didn't. It sounded a little harsh or whatever. I'm not empathetic to her story, and I get her story. I'm strictly going on the look. And this is David lets us know this is the first drag king on España, Drag Race España. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So I love, I love that they are doing that, and they're bringing drag kings out as well, so we can have
just
full
add
representation.
That the first drag king look being brought by a trans woman.
Yeah.
Period.
Wild. Iconic. That is kind of wild. That is kind of wild, and I love that.
Yes.
So yeah, but I just want nobody to know I'm not empathetic to her story and her.
Yeah, of course.
The message, her journey, the message throughout this entire runway package, I am here for. Period.
Fair. But yes.
We will move to her second look. Well, she came out as the bride, and then she turned into the groom, but was a trans groom. So I kind of dug that a lot. My only problem here was it was messy. It was clunky. Her reveals were a little clunky, and it was like, it just didn't hit like she probably wanted it to hit, because she couldn't get out the veil right, and the dress didn't come off right, and she had to step out. I didn't like the reveal of it. The look itself was fine. I mean, the dress, the wedding dress was a pretty dress. This look right here is nice. It's the message is strong. Love the message. Hate the delivery. Just didn't like the delivery of it.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. I really liked the bride look. I thought it was really successful. I quite enjoyed it. I do agree the reveal was messy, but I didn't mind it at all because I think the message came across, and I don't mind that the reveal was messy. It does bring it down a little bit for me. I will say that, but like it doesn't affect the score that much for me because for me this is still a pretty good look. I like what it stands for. I like this bright pink. I just like that she's choosing to kind of play with gender and the binary and what it means to like present one way or the other and then choosing to play with that. I think it's really fun and really interesting and I quite enjoy that. And so I like that she's playing around and I think it's fun and really interesting. And I like it, but I do agree the reveal is pretty messy.
I'm a huge fan of this wig, though. Like,
Oh,
give it to me.
absolutely.
Give it to me. Give me the wig.
Absolutely.
I'll take it. It's
Bubblegum Queen. I love
bubblegum
it.
queen, and that the way it fluff up at the bottom, that's my style. Give it to
Oh,
me right now.
yes.
All right. And then her third look. I like this look. I think this was my favorite looks out of all three of her looks. And I don't know why, because it's not like it's a whole lot going on except the boas, the things that's happening on the side. But when she took it off, I kind of liked how she was like, I just liked how sexy it was. I liked how sexy it was. It was just like, yep, I'm taking off the bottom of this and you go see all this body. I'm giving you all the body and you go love it and you go like it. She is going to be, I just know it, and I know she's going to give us, she's going to be the queen that's going to remind us that, baby, she is a woman. I am a woman. You will know I'm a woman, and there is no way you can take that away from me. I worked hard for this. I went through hell with some folks to get to show who I am. So I am woman. I'm gonna show it all over the stage. I am prepared already to see lots of pink and blues coming down this runway with her. And so I'm gonna get it out the way now. I hope she changes it up and it's not every week we see it. But if it is what it is. She is proud to be who she is, and I'm just gonna have to take it and accept it. But I thought this was my favorite look of hers. I thought she was very sexy and very pretty.
Yeah. This look is, I understood the critiques that they gave her when they said that it was a lot. I kind of agree, but I still like it. For me, it works. It works. It's a lot, but it works really well. Maybe the reveal wasn't necessary, but at the same time, I think that reveal really just shows you who La Niña Delantro is, and it just shows you that she's sexy, she's proud of her body, she will always do something interesting about it, and she will probably, a lot of the times, bring a reveal with her. And I think that's great. I just like this. I love the pinks. I love how she just plays with everything. I think what just really does it for me when it comes to La Niña's whole package is her story. Because the looks might be messy here and there. There might be things that like are a little bit off, but for me the message hits so hard that it kind of carries the weight of the whole ball package. And so for me, it just really works and it really hits the nail on the head for what she wants to be saying and for what she wants to be bringing to the stage.
Whatever those judges, they say she's too much, but that's because they do too little. Sorry.
Well, they can go find less.
Right, because they don't understand the much. She
Pluck
is
them.
Pluck them indeed.
But I'm not even because I didn't like the look. I'm just defending her.
I know.
Like I love too much, but not always. You know what I mean?
But
it's got to be done a particular way.
Let's give scores for Miss Niña.
Okay, this is a 90 for me.
90 for me as well.
It's an 85 for me.
It's a 75 for me. Okay. The next look.
This is an 85 for me.
77.
88.
79.
Ah.
And third look.
90.
69.
Nice.
Fair. I get it.
I mean,
77.
87.
can I just say, I love her, and I'm so happy that I have someone to thirst after in a workroom for once.
Mhm.
Oh,
Thank
she's
you.
beautiful.
Oh my god,
She's
I'm obsessed with her workroom outfit, the all lilac purple. Oh my god, I can't. Let's move
She
on
made me
because
question. She made me question something. I will say
I'm in
that.
love. I think honestly, ugh.
Anyways,
Let us
Lana, do
know.
you want to go again? Do you want to do this again?
I guess we got to do this again. And I will start this off again. But here's the thing. I don't know why I was low, why we say low for her, because honestly, my scores are never low. And I did like her a lot. I like this look. I thought this was a really good look. I was like, okay, witch, are you a good witch or are you a bad witch? And baby, she's a baddie. She's a baddie. And I loved it. I know I'm supposed to be speaking the lower end of the negative side, but I'm sorry, you're not getting it. You're not getting it from me. Because this is, baby, she ate this up. I love this. I love it. I call her Vamp because me and her are close like that. Y'all just don't know. But me and Vamp, we go way back. She ate this. I love this. I love the cobwebs on the boobs. I was a fan of this. I liked it.
Yeah, the fact that you are the quote unquote low person on this, and you still really like it, just really tells you all that you need to know about this and like how everyone feels about Vampy. This surprised me actually because I was not expecting Vampirashian to really go for sexy, and this is sexy. This is sexy, and I really enjoy it. I really like the breasts on this, the comb bra of it all. I think this is a really interesting and fun witch. It's like the typical witch, but it's done so well, and just the dress of it, the shape of it, just really works for me. This hair and this makeup is also really beautiful. She just is so sexy, and like she's showing off more skin than I was expecting her to, and so I'm really happy to see this look. I like it quite a bit. This is good. I like it.
So good. All right. Look number 2. Again. Why am I low? I don't even know. Because I like this too. I was a fan of this look. I love this headpiece. I love the big exaggerated shoulders she gave me. If I was going to call Megui the Queen of Emerald City, this is Glinda the Good Witch. Like, give me, this is Glinda the Good Witch at the club, period. Like, she like, I'm gonna go show, show a little leg. I'm gonna go, like, give me that star headpiece, all the stars, the silver. I really like this. I wasn't mad at it. I did think, now I will say, I didn't like the middle part, the crotch part. I thought it looked too much like a diaper in the front, like it was too much stuff in the front, and like she was trying to cover something up, and it just made it look really messy and like a diaper. But other than that, baby, I like this. I like this. I was like, strut it, work it. You better work, mama. I was a fan of this. So I don't get it. Y'all not getting negativity from me and Vamp. Not this girl. No. Sorry.
No, but when you were mentioning the Wizard of Oz reference, the way I thought you were gonna say Tin Man,
Not there.
not in a bad way. Like
she's a fashion tin woman.
Like Tin Woman.
She's a fashion tin woman, and I can see that too. I
don't know why.
Too.
Maybe a mix. Maybe
Yeah.
the daughter of the Tin Man and Glinda.
Ooh, they had an affair.
Ooh, they had an affair.
Oh my
Maybe
god.
we don't know what goes on in that city.
I hope they used oil for lube.
Oh my god.
Stop it, David.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Lord have mercy on my soul.
Third look.
Okay, I was gonna say the way that y'all said it, it felt like you were saying fierce Brooke ally. Anyways, she really gave us Galinda and Elphaba back to back, and I think it's really really hard to fuck up a showgirl, and she did an absolute great job. I've said it in the podcast before, and I'll say it again. I just love the showgirl aesthetic, and it's so fun, so cool. I really, really enjoy it. I will never get tired of it. And this is just really just the showgirl Galinda, and it's really does it for me. This headpiece is everything to me. I just love Vampirashian's aesthetic. Everything about it is just great. I like everything about this. There's nothing wrong about this. She just looks great. I love her. She's great. This headpiece, I will not get. I want that headpiece. I want that headpiece.
It's so good. And let's keep it moving. Her last look. Again. Y'all think I'm going to say something bad? Absolutely not. I love this. I was like, when I saw the reference picture and then saw what she did with, I was like, bam, love this. I liked it so much. And then all this red, and then what she put on the top of her head, this little black little fascinator hair, whatever. I was like, what are you doing? She covered the face with the sheer fat. I'm not gonna talk long. I love this. I thought she looked sexy. I thought she looked demure, all classy, all at the same time, and still gave us vampiress, very seductress. This girl knows who she is. She knows her drag, and she knows what's good for her, and I love it.
Yeah, this is my favorite look that was made. This look is just great. And Vampy had one of the toughest things to do because she had to because she was working with a reference of Mónica Naranjo. If she fucked this up, she was going to be exiled from España. And like I would have been upset because Mónica Naranjo is not only an icon, like a gay icon in Spain, she's also a gay icon here in Mexico. So I was looking at her just like, you better not fuck this up. And she did amazing. I had such high, like, I was already expecting a good look. She blew me out of the water with this look. This is easily the best made look. You said it, David, before the recording, and you've said it. I fully agree with you. This look is beautiful. It's so well done. She had such a tough ask, and she did great. And good job, Vampy. Good job. Oh my god.
Scores.
89. River, you are muted.
Sorry, 86.
85.
85. I changed. Look down at you.
93.
83.
I gave it a 95.
Wow.
90. I'm changing. Her whole look is changing. My whole scores are changing for Vamp. I'm just saying. I'm about to change all of them.
You get why. Now you get why you were the.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm like, yeah.
You said 90.
Yeah, 90. Mm-hmm.
I mean, full. She did the damn thing.
Impressive. 97.
Yeah, I gave her 90.
I'm gonna give her 95. It's beautiful. Yeah, I see why. I was like, but
still incredibly hard to make. Like
just watching it and writing it, I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, the fact that she had to do something as good as something that Mónica Naranjo wore, and she still managed to, damn. Damn.
All right. River, you're up to speak. Welcome back.
For the first time ever, maybe you will hear me ask, do I have to?
Yeah, kind of.
I
Or
know I
you can
do.
plead the
It is
fifth.
a rhetorical question, but you know it. You know it's.
You can plead the fifth if you don't wanna.
Look, the thing is, my thing is, I can never do what these girls do, what these queens do. Never, and I never claim that. So I don't like to be so harsh and negative, but just I didn't enjoy almost anything, honestly. Honestly, it's just not for me. I'm
It ain't for you.
I don't like it. Look, the robe, the gold robe that she was wearing before, that was beautiful.
Yes.
That was beautiful. If it was just that, it would have been a simple look, but still good, you know. But I just, it's not for me.
I get you. I see. Here's my deal. I think the robe itself was so beautiful. I really wish she would have kept that on. I don't know how I feel about this look underneath. It's not bad. It's not that bad. I mean, it's showing off her sexy side, and I get that. Sometimes you just want to do that. I don't mind this look. I didn't mind it. I like this gold robe. The gold robe I wish it was in this picture because the gold robe is really what sold me for this look and sold me for her. I like this, and I liked it with the robe, with this wig, with that robe on. It feels like now with the robe off, the wig doesn't go with this look. So I'm kind of like, ugh, but it went perfectly fine with the robe on, but it's not doing its due diligence with the robe off. But I still don't mind the look because I think she looks sexy. She looks incredible. If you got the body, like it, show it, flaunt it. You know, if you got it, work it. I'm not.
Her body looks great.
Yeah, I'm not mad at this look. I'm not, because at least the two piece is something that's not super simple. It's giving me some flash and flare, something extra. It's not just a little simple basic bikini.
And as an older queen showing off body.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's one of the older queens, and I'm like, she's showing body, so I'm not mad. And you didn't say her body was bad. You just said you weren't feeling the look. So I get that.
No, but I did the robe. Like I'm thinking about making, like, screenshotting that, and I'm gonna ask my sewing teacher if I can make that, because I love that.
Robe?
Like in a different fabric, because yellow is not. I like yellow, but not my favorite color. But I would make one of those for myself.
Look,
for sure.
Yellow's not my favorite color. As she's wearing yellow.
It's literally I have two yellow shirts. The one that I wore for the Insta review and this one. Literally.
That's hilarious.
That's so funny. So I don't like yellow.
It's not my favorite because it's not.
But yeah.
I wouldn't be caught dead.
I wouldn't be dead in yellow. Because I'm wearing yellow.
Love yellow.
Love it.
Love yellow.
But yeah, I get it. I understand. Let's move on. Look number 2.
Okay, now this I'm more excited to talk about, because there are many things that I enjoy about this look. There are things that I don't, but there are more things that I like than things I don't like. So this hair, great. Really great. I do wish that it was a little bit thicker overall. Like the actual hair that is falling behind, I wish was a little bit more, like, more volume. And also, like, the spikes, I wish they were a little bit thicker, but that's just a proportion thing, because the style, I think, is really cool. And I love this outfit. Like, every part of it, the pointy chest thing coming up, like the thing on the arm, like all of that. I even like the little like the skin showing between like her hips and her thigh, like that little bit of thigh showing is great. And I think it cuts her body off in the right place. The one thing that I didn't really love is the shoe. Like, I wish it was maybe if it just like continued and she did like maybe like a shoe cover up with that same fabric. I think that I would have liked that a lot more, because like I said, the thigh cuts her off in a perfect way. The shoe cuts her off in not a good way. So it's a little weird. Um, but the thing for me that is lacking with her, I think, is I don't see any styling. The outfit is fine, is good, this one is good, but like there's no earrings, there's like the styling is missing for me, you know what I mean? Like the little personal touches is, and I'm very much about that in real life with how I dress and what I like to see in drag. So yeah, that's maybe why I'm not living as much for her aesthetic, because it's
Too minimalistic.
yeah, maybe I am too much, you know what I mean?
I mean, but sometimes we can be too little. I like this look. I like this look. It's not my favorite look. I think it's a look that something like we've seen before on Drag Race, but I don't mind it because it's still a good look. I like the way the light hits this, and it's just the way the light hits it. It makes it seem so much shinier than it maybe is. And I don't know, is these lights on the outfit? Am I crazy?
No, it's just the way that it's reflecting.
It's just the way that's reflecting. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so good to me. She took note of what the light, how that looked on the light on the runway stage, and it looks like she's like illuminating, and I love that. I really do love that. I am a fan of the hair. I do think I wish it was fuller in the back or more. Like it is just sitting flat in the back, but what she did with the spikes, great A. Love that. I think the bodysuit itself is fine. Like I said, it's a fine look. Simple, yet effective for me. And the next and last look.
This is a dress.
Yeah.
That is made of materials. That is kind of on her body.
Sort of.
In a way. Yeah.
I think this is my least favorite of the three.
My least favorite of the night.
I don't really like the way the dress is. Yeah, it's going to be some changes in my score on this one, though, because the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm just like, maybe I didn't like it as much as I thought I did. I don't like this wig. I'm not a fan of this wig. I can just say that right now. I'm not a fan of this wig. And there was a couple of people who had these kind of wigs that I'm just like, not a fan of that. Not a fan of this wig.
Did you see the other wig she was going to wear?
No. Lord have mercy.
Oh, God.
She wanted to keep the original wig from the first.
Oh God, no! I remember the original picture. No,
it had bald spots.
Oh God, no, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad she changed it, but that wasn't that much better because I don't like this one either. So she probably could have came out with the bald spots, and I still would have been like, done. But this was my least favorite. But I didn't really hate it. I just felt like it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough for me. So. Yeah, we move. Scores.
71.
74.
Guess I liked it.
I liked it too. I gave it an 81.
I gave it an 85. I really liked it. Maybe I was.
70 of those points went to the robe.
I think the robe kind of blinded me. It was a good robe. It was a good robe.
It was a beautiful
I'm with you,
robe.
David. It was a good robe.
Next.
Yeah. 80.
82.
74.
Not an 80 as well. An 82.
74.
I gave it 85 because she's illuminating. She's glowing. And
Lord, 55.
Ooh.
It's a 50.
Ooh.
Yeah, I gave it a 65.
Ooh. Gonna give it a 69.
Nice.
Brave.
Yeah.
Brave.
Not brave. Oh my God, River.
River, we still have our things that we haven't used. So
I
Yep.
know.
I have a feeling this is.
I know when
about-
David is using his.
I'm about to say I have a feeling that's about to change really quickly.
Yeah, and I know when River's using hers, actually.
Right.
I think maybe, I don't know. Maybe you're gonna gag. We'll see.
Sure.
I'm not gonna gag
We'll
right
see
now.
how well you know me. This is gonna be interesting.
Okay.
River's waiting to use it on a negative person. Like, I want to talk about this because I
Wait,
hate
actually,
it so
I
I'm
much.
hated it so much.
I need my moment to hate on this person.
To hate
Wait,
on this look, baby.
Yeah.
But
I'm
okay.
reclaiming my time to talk shit.
Well, let
this
me
is my
reclaim
moment.
I'm reclaiming my time right now because it's my time to talk about La Cocó. And I get this look, but I felt like it was just the wires on top of a simple black dress. I get the reference. I get why she did it. I understand the story. I love the story. I love the message and what she was trying to portray in this. I like everything else except the fact that it's just wires on a simple black dress. I wanted more. I wanted more. And I really like La Cocó, but I just wanted a little bit more. It wasn't bad. I don't hate it. I just wanted more. And I'm not a fan of this wig, but sure. Work.
See, I like the wig.
Mhm.
It's giving me a little Haley from Paramore, like the
Mhm.
early
Mhm.
years, kind of a little bit. See, I like the how can I say this? I like the presentation, like when I watched in the episode, like the video of
Mhm.
this runway
Mhm.
more than I like it in a still
Still
picture.
shot. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, because I was looking at my score and I'm like, why did I score this? And it wasn't making sense. And I'm like, okay, this picture doesn't do this outfit justice, I don't think. Do I kind of wish that it was a little bit more than what you said, Lana, like the wires in a simple black dress? Yes. But also, I like it. You know what I mean? Like I still like it.
Mhm.
At the same time that I wish I wish it was a little bit more. I wanted more. I wanted the story to be more in my face. You know what I mean? I wanted to be able to get it without her having to explain it
Tell me.
on
Right.
like the
Mhm.
explanation that they do over the runway.
Mhm.
Because a lot of the other presentations from the other queens, I would be able to get from just looking at it if I wasn't listening. And this one would be a little bit more confusing, but still good because the presentation really did sell it for me.
Mhm.
But knowing the story behind it when she said it made me like it a little bit more, for sure.
Mhm. Mhm.
Because
Makes sense.
I always like something more, even if I don't really necessarily love it aesthetically, I'm gonna like it more if there's a
Mhm.
story behind it. Always. So
Okay. Let's move on to look number 2. And I like this look. I really did like this look. I was a fan of this look. My one thing I said, I wonder if she has to hold it the whole time. Does she have to hold the headpiece the whole time? Is it something that she has to do? And then she took it down when she was standing still. And I was like, okay, stayed up there. But the minute she started walking, she put her hand back up there because that thing was going to wobble and fall off if she didn't. I don't mind that. Big headpieces like that, it's hard to make those big old headpieces stay up without you holding it. So I don't mind it. I love this green though. I am not a green girly. I'm not really into green, but this green is beautiful on her. I love that she matched it with that red wig. It's so pretty. And I think, Eduardo, you said you can't go wrong with a showgirl look, and sometimes some showgirl looks is just good. And when it's good, it's good. And I thought this was good. I was like, she just looked like a big old stalk of celery, and I love it. I'm here for it. Like, you go, girl. I want to eat healthy. And that's giving me some very healthy ideas. I want some celery now. I like it.
not the celery.
And she looks like celery. I love it. I like celery. Sorry, sue me.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah, I also really, really like this. This color combination is so good. Like this specific shade of green with the orange that she chose, and then doing the hair and the shoe. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I love when queens
Mm-hmm.
think of shit like that. I just love it. And I do have to say, the sign was good. It was a good idea, and it looked good. But honestly, it does bother me if you're struggling with something
Mm-hmm.
with your outfit. Like if it was for example like a shoe that broke, that's different. You know what I mean? Because it's something that happened and you didn't plan for it. But this, like, she planned this outfit, and you, so you know what I mean? Like either do something that you don't have to hold, or I just I don't I don't know. I didn't like that. It takes a little bit away from me. It just I keep paying attention to like her holding the thing and being like, is she gonna drop it? Is it gonna fall? Is she gonna, like, you know what I mean? And then
Mm-hmm.
it kind of takes me out of everything else that she's doing, which was good. But then
Right.
I could not stop paying attention to that.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of, but the outfit itself is really good. Like, this looks expensive, and I'm sure that it was.
Right. And then her third look. This was not my favorite. I was like, the second she came out, I was like, oh, Cyndi Lauper. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but I was like, girls just want to have fun. And I wasn't a fan of it in the 80s, and I'm
Oh.
not a fan. But yeah, I heard you, Dave. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of this kind of look in the 80s, and I'm not a fan of it now. And then this wig again, I see y'all. I'm telling y'all about these wigs. I'm just not into it. I'm not into it. But it's the color combination I like. I like the color combination. I like what she did with that. I'm just not into all the 80s ragged tool at the bottom. Like that tool at the bottom just looks so messy and janky to me. And I'm like, no, like Cocó, no, don't do that. I like you. Don't do that. But it's all right. It is all right.
Do you know what this is giving me? Not Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City, but Carrie Bradshaw from the Carrie Diaries.
Right.
That was like Carrie in the
The
80s when she was a
80s. Yep.
teenager. It immediately brought me back to when I was watching that show. I was like, that's the first thing that came to my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I like this. I don't know how I feel about the bottom part, like the distressed, burned kind of black tool in the bottom. I understand, but I'm not sure if I like it with everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else I like. It's not my favorite by any means, but I do enjoy it. The color combination is good. I like the color combination with the hair that she always does, like that ginger goes well with this as well. Um, and like I mentioned before, I like, even if when I don't like a look that much, if it's accessorized well, it can elevate it and it can make me like it more. And I think the way she accessorized this elevated it a lot. Because if she didn't have that wrap around
Mm-hmm.
around her head, and she didn't have the necklace, I would like this a lot less.
Okay.
Which might seem like a very small difference, but it's not for me. It's not for me. So, I like it.
Okay. Scores.
Hold up. Wait a
I
minute.
knew it. I knew it was coming.
This is your moment. Have
Well,
it.
Picture.
I blindsided myself because I was so certain about which picture I was going to talk about, and that was the showgirl look because I'm obsessed with it. But I just want to give this first picture the credit I feel like it deserves. I
Okay.
was so moved by everything she did and how she presented this. Like the look itself became so secondary. I feel like this is not a subject that gets discussed much on the show, is cutting. And when she came out, like I immediately, I don't know, I feel like that my life, I have been surrounded by people who are impacted by cutting. I've had my sister have had an ex-boyfriend who actually used it as a manipulation tactic to get me to go to him. He would be like, "I'm cutting myself because you're not coming to me." And not everybody uses it in a manipulative way like that. But just I just felt so connected to her story, even though I couldn't relate on a personal level with myself. I mean, I have had similar things with like pain as a coping mechanism, but not that one. Um, but even when she pulled up the scissors and did that cutting motion, I literally gasped so loud and grabbed my face because I can't think of another time when I've had such a visceral reaction to how somebody presented something on the runway. So for me, it was this story that absolutely elevated this to the next level for me. And I just really appreciated the vulnerability. And I still think it's a good look by itself. But wow, this impacted me.
I get that. I get this. Like I get that so much. Sometimes the story outweighs the look, and if your story is that impactful, then you did your job. I just yeah. So scores.
Yeah, David, it looked like you were about to cry the whole time that River and Lana were talking. So,
Yeah, I was like, I want this to have credit.
so I was like, I just know it's gonna happen, and I relate to this one. 95.
83.
I gave it a 93.
I gave it a 78.
88.
85.
This was near perfection for me. 99.
It was an 80.
75.
79.
71.
75. We move.
Yes. So I am the negative person for Kelly. I actually really like this as a concept. I like the idea behind it. For me, and I've had this complaint. I can't remember who, but there was another queen I had this complaint for when they have all the toys. I just want it to feel cohesive. I want it to feel more than like they're just stuck on her.
It was
And
Tita, baby.
was it Tita?
Yeah, it was Tita.
Yeah. I just wish it felt deliberate. It just felt a little messy for me, but there's still a lot I like about it. I mean, she is kind of giving herself as a child. So obviously it's not going to be the most high fashion moment, but it's still really cool. I guess I just wanted her to give more thought to how everything is shaped. You know, not bad by any means.
You see, and it's funny because I think I see what you're saying, but I think I might be wrong. But what I get from Kelly is that everything that she puts on her body is intentional. Even if even if she doesn't think like I'm putting this on for this specific reason, maybe she's thinking I'm putting this on to spark a conversation. Like there is an intention behind it, even if there is not a meaning, is what I'm trying to say. But I feel like when you're like you're trying to do something and then you make a mistake and you pretend that mistake was something that you were trying to do. Very that like turning a mistake into something intentional. She gives me very that in general, not just with this look. I do wish that I do like it overall. I do wish that the toys were placed a little bit differently, maybe to do some kind of interesting design with the different colors of the stuffed animals or something like that. You know what I mean? But I don't mind the fact that, like, for example, that we can see the jacket but like underneath it. That's fine to me. You know, I just maybe different placements, but the one thing I really loved the concept and the execution is my favorite part is the headpiece with the fluffy ears. I love that. I didn't really like the pants.
Oh, I like them.
Even though I understand why they are a part of this look, and it does make sense with the look. The one thing that I didn't like is just I thought the crotch was a little bit too low. I like how baggy they are and how big they are, but I wish the crotch was not as low as it is, because that kind of, it makes her look like her body's like Danny DeVito, but in a different proportion. You know what I mean? Like very like torso and then like small legs and arms. You know what I'm saying.
Not Danny DeVito catching strays.
Stretched Danny DeVito with a stretched torso.
A stretched torso.
Dare I say, Kelly's the one that's catching strays.
Devastated.
Danny DeVito calls some strays unnecessarily.
Look, it's the only way that I could illustrate what I was thinking, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Kelly is for me. You know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of drag that I love. This is the kind of drag that I would wish that I was able to do if I could.
Let's move it. Shoot.
Worst look of the night. No, like, I am sorry if my job is to be negative about a look. I can't do that for this. I have to step back and say, nope, sorry, because this was absolutely one of the best looks of the night. This is what I was hoping to see from her, and I really hope things are closer to this level moving forward, because this was incredible. Like, just the whole idea behind it, the curtain with the mechanics that move seamlessly in the front and in the back. I just thought it was so cool. And you can tell, like, she's also thinking outside of the box here with all those eyes on her chest. I thought that was really cool. And of course, the mask. Everything worked for this. This was so good.
Yeah, this is near perfection to me. Like, say near because, like, I'm not obsessed with the hair, but I also don't mind it. You know what I mean? Like, I would have chosen something different, but it's not enough that it doesn't take me out of it. But the thing for me, I just, I love velvet. I've said it enough. But the juxtaposition of this velvet with the metal of the eyes on her chest makes this, it already looked expensive if it was just the velvet. But like the gold mask and this metal eyes, like the metal eyes on the chest, just make it look so expensive. She looks like kind of the evil queen of the theater. Like if an evil queen was like a theater owner, or like a theater by day and like a brothel by night kind of thing. is what this, or like a, not a brothel, but like a witchcraft place. You know what I mean? Like for witches at night, and it's a theater by day. That kind of stuff. I loved that she told a story in the front and a different story in the back. That's not easy to do. And I love when queens are able to do that. And she did it perfectly. This is so impressive. Not only in the way, like all of the mechanisms, but also just visually very appealing.
And last up,
I think she had my no, I don't think, I'm sure. Kelly had my favorite package of the night for for me.
Yep, she was number one on your ranking. Yes. So since I have to be the negative person of here, I'm just going to make it clear it was the first look. That's the reason I'm the negative person, because I really don't have much negative to say about this. If we're giving weight mostly to the looks they made, I think she absolutely should have been in the top 3, because this was my second favorite made look behind Vampirashian. I thought this was really well made. I really like the structure. She's somebody who always likes a good headpiece, and I really like what she constructed with that and how it flowed down with the is that a scarf there too? Yeah, she just really did so well with this. And then she turns around and her butt is exposed, and I'm like, okay. And once again, she tells a story in the front and in the back. I really enjoyed this. I thought she nailed it.
Yeah, the fact that she had the actual shirt that she was wearing on the picture and was able to like that. When I saw that, I was like, okay, I trust my girl. She's and from what we saw, like from the Instagram and the promo and all of that, we knew what to expect, kind of. And I just, like I said before, I just love that everything has a thought behind it, and it's like that intentional clutter kind of thing. In your house, you have like intentional clutter. I feel like that, but for her style, it reminds me their styles are very different, but it reminds me of how Raja plays with her style. Raja Gemini. In that same, like, very different styles, but the way that they play around and experiment it seems very similar to me. And that's how they are able to come up with like this. You know what I mean? Like, I can't think of other queens that would do something similar to this. Maybe the closest one would be like maybe Acid Betty. Maybe. Would be like the closest that I would maybe put to Kelly in like the creative, out of the box kind of concepts, But with her package, I just love how different all three looks are, but at the same time they all scream Kelly while being extremely different from each other. And like that's impressive to me. Because we see in Drag Race talking about a lot about branding, and like she has a very specific kind of brand to her, but there's no one specific look. And so Kelly, I'm excited for what I've seen. I'm excited for what I'm gonna see. She's a person that if I could, I would like to spend the day inside of it. For sure. To see how she comes up with all of that. I want to learn.
Scores. And I was almost thought I was going to save my redemption for Kelly, but I had to use it earlier. I had to, but scores.
That's very fair. 79.
90.
I also gave her 79.
I gave her 75.
94.
Oh.
It's a 96 for me.
95. I'm changing.
98.
96.
85.
94. And last, but certainly not least,
Are you
Miss
sure about that?
It's not this last, but not least.
She's definitely not. She's definitely not least because there is definitely someone that was.
We've been here for 2 hours. It's last and not least. So let's Dita Dubois.
Well, I am the one that has to be negative. That's why I'm talking. I'm not living. I'm not living. I like the bodysuit of it. The headpiece is stupid. It's dumb. And I kind of don't like it. I understand. Like, clearly, I'm alone in here. Clearly, I am alone. I am screaming to the void. But
I thought David was getting up and leaving.
I thought about it.
I don't care. I don't care because I'm not living. I am just not living. It just doesn't do it for me. It's just a little bit too stupid for me. Like, it's just not my style. Normal, like, and I didn't like this. Like, I understand going for cat lady for your looks. This just didn't really do it for me. The headpiece was just not for me. Everything else about it, I like. I will say that. Everything else about it, I see where you're going. I kind of like it. Yes, I appreciate that you even put like the white fur on the shoe. Good job. I just, I don't know that the head piece of it, not for me.
Sometimes you can be loud and wrong. It's okay. It's quite all right to be loud and wrong sometimes. Because
Fair.
this headpiece is everything. I mean, without the headpiece, it's just a bodysuit. And she told the story of the cat lady, and if we didn't have the headpiece, she would just be a furry person walking down the runway for no reason at all. So I loved that she did this. And what I love the most about this is she didn't go typical. She didn't just come out and have the cat facing forward and having the cat head facing forward or wearing a full cat mask or just giving us little, cat ears with a cat tail. She went all out. She committed to it. She had the cat head turned backwards so it gives us something 360 to look at. It's like, I love what I'm seeing in the front and I love to see you walk away. Miss Mama, I love this. I thought this was so good. I like the attention to detail. I like the fur from head to toe. I like the little cutouts in all the little areas. It gave us some little sexy va va boom. I love that. I was the fan of this, and I didn't expect this from Dita. I was not expecting her to come out and give us full cat like this. Like I was looking for cabaret, showgirl. That's what I was looking for. That was the aesthetic. I was like, Dita finna give me something. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be polished, but it's gonna be something cabaret. No, she gave us a whole cat person. And I appreciate it. And she did it, I thought, in a very fashionable way, even with the silliness and the campiness of the headpiece, and it was a cat. That just took me out. I was like, I'm here for it. I'm I'm living. I lived. She gave me my best living moment with the cat. So there is that. And we move to our second cat lady, our colorful cat lady.
I actually like this. I like the mixing of the patterns of like the cat food. I think it's interesting. I think all the colors go together. This is what I want. Like if I'm getting cat lady, I want it to be like this. I'm not like I the other ones not huge fan of this. This is what I wanted if you're gonna go for cat lady. Uh, for me, this is stupid enough. It's stupid, it's funny, it's silly, but it's still fashion. And this headpiece works for me. Like this yarn and it falling, like it works. I think this is great, and I think this might be my favorite look that Dita brought for her package. It's cute. I like it. I like it quite a bit.
Yeah, I really like this too. I like the colors on this. That cat in the middle looks like my cat rags that I had when I was a kid. So I was like, yay, love that. Um, I thought this was so pretty. I love how she has the color blocking going on. And I love the yarn headpiece. I was like, oh, that's so smart. A ball, just a whole thing of yarn for the cats. Do we think she like cats? I don't know. Can't really tell. I loved it. So I thought she looked so funny. And yes, it was the right amount of stupid, but in but the right amount of fashion as well. Like those long
Yeah.
sleeves, love them, love them. And then I like how the bottom is puffy. It's a puffy bottom, but it goes around and comes up almost like it's trying to be asymmetrical, but not really. I think this was so good. This is a good look, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. And
Lord,
then our last look.
Lord have mercy. Um, I'm trying to find it.
Does it take you that long?
It does. It does.
It does.
It's far away, so yeah. It's gonna take
I
a
don't
while.
like almost anything of this. Let me, if I try to find something positive to say about this, I think I would be here for a while because I don't think I like almost anything about this. And it's really disappointing because I really normally like what Dita brings to like her aesthetic. But this is just not it for me. This skirt is so lazy and not interesting. This top doesn't do anything for me. This wig feels like it washes out her makeup. This makeup already is not looking great. It's just not good.
It wasn't the best. I will give you that. It wasn't the best. I'm going to be honest. I was like, this is just the fabric wrapped around, and then of course it was some stuff on it. It's not the best. And if they're going to put the emphasis on the design look, it's not giving much. I do appreciate she still tried to stick with the cat theme, but it wasn't giving like I really would like it to give for her. But it's fine. It's alright. It's alright. Scores River.
I'm gonna get okay.
River.
See, I didn't use it before for other looks because I felt like you all said what I wanted to say and all of that, so I could have, but I didn't feel like it was necessary. But
which look?
I just like there's the first one for Miss Khristo.
No.
No.
I'm talking about which picture did you want to talk about?
For her, got it.
For this look, okay.
The second one.
All right, let's move to that one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You all pretty much said what I was gonna say, but I just wanted to bring it up again because it was my favorite from her. I related so hard, so hard, and oh my god, I had never thought of this idea of making like a dress that looks like it's made from cat food packaging. Like that's so smart. Like I'm obsessed with this. I love how stupid this is and good at the same. The colors and the headpiece with the yarn. It's so I needed to get it out because I just love it.
Absolutely. Scores.
Well, for the first one, I feel like I'm gonna get murdered. 77.
Okay. 89.
90.
I gave it an 89 as well.
90.
94.
93.
I'll give it a 90.
Lord. I don't want to be too. I'll be too mean. 50.
Um. 57.
Ooh, 56.
60.
Work.
Work.
I guess.
I wish we could have ended on a better note, but
Julie, it is what it is, and that's the order that they decided to give it to us in. So we just stuck by what they said, and that's it, y'all. We have been here for 2 hours talking about all of these looks, and it's literally because it's the ball, and so 2 hours just seemed right. It just seemed fitting. But
I mean, 36 looks.
36.
Can you imagine if each of us talked about every look?
Lord, no.
We've been here
We're keeping this format for every other ball that we
for all the balls. We should definitely keep that format for the balls because, baby, that's a lot. But we thank y'all. If you stuck around with us for these 2 hours, we appreciate you so much. We enjoy talking about all of these looks. We are going to get out of here because we are tired and y'all are probably tired of us. So we're gonna go, but before we leave, we appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, so you don't miss a single video as we drop. We got a lot of drag content coming your way. So if you're a fan of drag or drag race, we got you here on the cup. All the drag races and that's on television or on stream, we're watching it and we're talking about it. So if you're a fan of drag race, here's where you need to be. If you're a fan of drag, this is where you can be. Follow us on all of our channels. All of those links will be in the description below. We would love to boost up all of our channels. So if you appreciate this channel, appreciate all of our other channels as well as our audio podcast links. They are also in the description below, as well as our Patreon, so you can get exclusive content and early access, including all of our Look Over Here sessions will be early access in our Patreon. So go check that out. And of course, you can follow us on our socials at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. All of our socials are down there. I didn't put them up, so never mind. They ain't up there, but it's in the description. And you can get our cup mug as well at lanajcreations.etsy.com. That link is also in the description below. And we're going to get out of here before I continue to make more mistakes. So, bye, y'all. Cheers.
Yes.
Ooh. I
Holy
balls.